What type of stereotypes do you think people give you?
People stereotype me as a Mexican because I'm Puerto Rican, and they think that I'm not allowed in the United States, being like, go hop the border or something. But I'm Puerto Rican. I'm allowed in the United States. I'm allowed to transfer out without a passport. So
All right. Do you think stereotypes are a fair assumption of people?
I do not think that they are a fair assumption because they just feed people false information about everybody.
Have you ever stereotyped someone?
Yes, I have. I've stereotyped someone before, and it's not a good thing.
Do you think stereotypes separate a school?
I don't think that because people hang out. There's a wide diversity of people in each school. So
And if you think stereotypes weren't didn't exist, would you have the same friends or would you have different friends?
I would have the same friends. I think so. Yes, I would have the same friends.
That's it.
That was
I
the
remember
worst.
that one. What type of stereotypes do you think people give you?
To be honest, I'm gonna have to say like a Guinea or a Guido, just because I'm Italian. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, yeah, sure, I make prosciuttos at my house and do pig roasts and whatnot, but that doesn't mean anything. It's my heritage. It's what I am.
All right. Do you think stereotypes are a fair assumption of people?
Not really, because I feel like people get judged. Just the other kid. So yeah, that's my answer for that.
Have you ever stereotyped someone?
Sure. Yeah, I've definitely stereotyped people. Like if
when
I'm
you took that kid's shoes.
Yeah, like when I. Well, no, that wasn't really a stereotype type of thing. Like, for example, if I'm driving through Danbury, and like I know I have work to do at my house, around the house on the weekends, I might say, "Oh, look, there's a bunch of Spanish people that can maybe help with my lawn work, etc., etc."
Why do you think people stereotype?
Because people are ignorant, and people think they can do whatever they want. But I don't know. It's just it's a messed up world.
Yeah, name some stereotypes.
Okay, so I gave you my stereotype, which would be you have like the Guinea people or whatever you want to classify that as. Then you have like the Spanish people. Would ghetto be classified? Ghetto people, thugs, whatever you call them. Then you have the preppy kids, the goth people. I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
And if you think stereotypes didn't exist, would you have the same friends?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think my friends would all probably be the same because I don't like to just go to one group and say, like, let's be friends because you're this type of person. I'd rather be friends with a whole bunch of people. As long as they respect me. If they don't, then there's going to be a problem. So.
That's all good. All right. What type of stereotypes do you think people give you?
Me? Several. Number one, I'm a teacher. So I get stereotyped as being some sort of a liberal, which I don't know what that means really anymore. And some people believe that I'm only a teacher so I can have the summers off. So sometimes people think I'm lazy, which I'm not, as you all know, right? As you all know.
Great guy.
What else? Being that I'm a man, people think I'm a big football fan, but I'm not. That one doesn't bother me too much. You know, it's not such a bad thing.
All right.
Next.
Number two. Why do you think people stereotype?
As I told all of the other groups that asked me this question, I think people are natural categorizers. You know, we've been classifying and organizing everything around us for centuries. You know, it's kind of a human nature thing. It's human nature to feel that, people feel that if they can put things into categories, then they have a better understanding of things. And we people are no exception, you know.
Do you think stereotypes separate a school?
Yeah, to an extent. But I think what's going on there is that people like to be member of a pack, you know, and it's easier to feel like you're a member of a pack if that pack is easily described. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's a sense of, you know, you can't be friends with everybody in school, right? So you're going to be friends with some of the students, and if you and those other students, if you feel some sort of kinship with them, then that makes you feel more bonded. You know, so I think it's kind of a natural thing, but I think this separation of into little social groups is natural, but I think it really comes from something that's really very common and typical. There's a very innocent cause behind it. I think that's my opinion.
Name some stereotypes.
Oh,
that go
okay.
around.
Yes, what are stereotypes based on? Right?
Well, like some types of stereotypes, like groups people
Well,
get.
there are stereotypical males. There are stereotypical females. There are stereotypical white people, stereotypical black people, stereotypical Mexican people. Old people, young people. The stereotypes are based on just about anything you can imagine. Stereotypical Christians, stereotypical Jewish people, Muslims. List goes on. Any criteria, almost any way you can describe a person, there is a set of characteristics which are included in that person's stereotype.
Okay. And last one. When you were in school, do you think you would have had different friends if stereotypes didn't exist?
I don't know. I think that question is different from the other groups. Would I have had different friends? Possibly. Yes. Yeah. That's quite possible. I wouldn't say it definitely would happen, but there's a good chance.
Okay.
Because like I said, I mean, these stereotypes can be used against people, and they can be abused and all, but at the same time, they do kind of provide a sort of a framework to the world around us. So,
okay.
I think it's very natural. Are we good to go?
What's the first one? Oh yeah. What type of stereotypes do you think people give you?
Sometimes I'll make friends with people, and they'll tell me that their first impression of me was that I looked like a bitch. So I guess that counts as a stereotype.
Okay. Do you think stereotypes are a fair assumption of people?
No, I don't.
Why?
I mean, people can dress certain ways or come off in certain ways, but it doesn't represent who they are. Like the whole cliche, you can't judge a book by their cover. I think it's true.
Okay. Have you ever stereotyped someone?
Yeah. Probably based on how they act in class or like how they dress or present themselves.
Oh yeah, do you think they separated school? Stereotypes?
Like, do I think that?
Stereotypes separated school.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not in high school anymore, but in high school they probably did. Like the jocks and like the people who did drugs and
then
definitely divided.
And then when you were in high school, do you think you would have had different friends if stereotypes didn't exist?
Definitely. Definitely.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Go.
What type of stereotypes do you think people give you?
I don't know. I think I'm probably stupid. Cause I really don't do shit in school. But yeah.
Do you think stereotypes are a fair assumption of people?
I mean, everyone stereotypes, so everyone's a hypocrite. But like everyone stereotypes to a degree. But like, I don't think that's like fair.
Why
I do it too. Like,
why do you think people stereotype?
it's because it's just easier to like make some shit up like about someone and like get the truth. I don't know.
Have you ever stereotyped someone?
Probably. Nothing I can recall specifically. But I definitely have. They're all pigs.
And then last one. If stereotypes didn't exist, would you have different friends?
No. Probably not. Probably the same friends. Some stereotypes. Damn, I don't want to like.
You got the jock, the stoner, the nerd.
Yeah, nerds. It's all about like, categories, and then the stereotypes. Follow.
All right, thanks, dude. Some stereotypes.
A few stereotypes I know is that Asians have no idea how to drive, nor do women, and Asian women are the worst. And I've seen a few black people steal once or twice. You know Ramsey? He's a terrorist.
Okay. What type of stereotypes do you think people give you?
Well, I'm Egyptian, so I guess I fall into the Ramsey category of terrorist and whatnot. especially at airports. I was at an airport once and they held me for a couple hours.
Okay.
It's true.
Do you think stereotypes separate at school?
In school? Yeah, all the time because I guess you can stereotype people like other than like their race. So like jocks with jocks, and the bitches with the bitches.
Alright, and then why do you think people stereotype?
People stereotype because they don't know what to think without knowing a person. So you just go with what you think you know.
Alright, and then last one. If stereotypes didn't exist, would you have different friends?
Nope, I don't hang out with white people.
Alright, that's fine with me. That's fine with me.